ethics in AI, you can always refer to this link, which talks about ethics of artificial intelligence, and some of these are described in detail. So the common theme, as we call your ethics, when we call it out, they should be open and transparent. They should be based on open source code, and they should do no harm. So these are the fundamental aspects or the common themes which has to be looked upon from the part of ethics for the use cases in AI. The culture, as we call in the AI research and AI community, is now ensuring that we are developing a AI for better goodness of society. So just like chemists make a medicine not a poison, engineers, they should continuously make safer cars and less polluting. Similarly, we should ensure that the AI practices should come up with those products which are more safe and do no harm to the society. And we should also think what happens if any super AI develops consciousness, right? So currently all the AI algorithms or AI practices or AI use cases, none of them have the consciousness, the elements of consciousness being there. But then in future, there can be aspects of consciousness being built in these as well, and how these can be handled and managed should be looked up very closely and deeply. So let's try to see what is consciousness. So we will see how the human consciousness is defined. We'll try to give some of those aspects. So as philosophical subject, people call it as a philosophical subject. So there have been some studies which has been done by Rene Descartes way back in 1596 to 1650 during his tenure. So he has put a statement that I think, therefore I am. So he have tried decoding the aspects of human consciousness from the perspective of how we should study it across. So it is more of a subjective discussion. It depends on individual. There's no standard set of definition as we see and as we put it across. So human consciousness is more of a subjective description or subjective topic. So as Professor David Charmer, he has tried, he has broken down it into two aspects. So he has tried at addressing the concepts of human consciousness with the aspects of putting his 2 pointers. So these 2 pointers are easy and hard questions of consciousness. So as we call, the easy consciousness question is how you explain, how you are able to explain the ability to discriminate. How are you able to do the how are you able to integrate the information? How are you able to report the mental states? How are you able to focus our attention? So these are the easy questions of consciousness which David Charmer has put across. So Professor David Charmer has put these questions as easy questions of consciousness, and then he has described some of the questions as the hard questions of consciousness. So the hard question or hard problem of consciousness is the fundamental problem of experience, how we experience the things across. So that is defined as the hardest problem of consciousness. So you can always refer to this link for more insights, but then certainly the hardest problem for consciousness which still needs to be solved is how we experience the problem associated with the overall experience. So that's how Professor David Charmer has put his thoughts in form of easy and hard questions of consciousness. So as we call synthetic consciousness, artificial general intelligence, and robotics, they are not going to help us with the hard problems anytime soon. Even if we did solve this, David Sharma think that it might be confusing and it would be like of a quantum theory. So uh, scientists, professors, researchers, they have been thinking that it will take another couple of decades, not at least another 20-30 years to solve these problems of consciousness and how the elements of consciousness can be built in the likes of machine learning algorithms. So let's try to see how humans provide their subjectivity. So as mentioned by Rene Descartes in 15 during his tenure from 1596 to 1650. So he has mentioned that an optimist may see a light where there is none, but why must the pessimist always run to blow it out? So that's how he tried putting his thoughts on the elements of how he see people perceive the things from the perspective of how the optimists believe the things across and how the pessimists believe the things across. Similarly, Benjamin Franklin, who has been there from 1706 to 1790, he said that tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. So the more you involve people across, the kind of learning happens when you try to involve people across. When you try to teach them, they might remember. When you try to tell them, they might forget the things. So the key to learning is involving them, making them accountable, and that's how our organizations and people learn from being involved in the whole process. So as Daughtry and Wilson, they have put up in their work on machine, humans plus machine. They have tried defining the roles of humans. They have tried defining how the hybrid human plus machine roles will evolve over a period of time and how the roles of machine will evolve as well. So the roles of humans, the roles of machines, the roles of human plus machine in coming days. So that has been put up in work of Daughtry and Wilson in the book Humans Plus Machine. Similarly, Max Tegmark, he has put up in Life 3.0 how humans ensure AI is aligned with the human goals. So you can always refer and read these because they provide the subjective view of humans being there to work out in the direction of AI. So these are the few roles which are associated with humans. So as Daughtry and Wilson says, humans can provide the likes of leadership. They are meant for providing the leadership. They are meant for carrying out the tasks from the perspective of ethics. They are meant for providing the judgment, and humans are great at ensuring the creativity of work is being conducted. So humans can play a critical role in these areas of leaderships, ethics, judgment, and overall creativity when they are trying to work out with machines. So as we see, humans complement machines by training them. So humans can be teaching the AI systems to adopt based on our need. So how to do a task. So both the individual and groups can be handled by humans by teaching the algorithms for AI how to work out on it. So your training is one of the element where humans can contribute and they can complement the machines. So we humans can be helping in the training part of it. Similarly, we can be involved in explaining which ensures that explaining why a black box AI system is acting the way it is, especially when it goes against the conventional wisdom. So we as humans can be carrying out the task of training, explaining, and overall sustaining as well. So we should be ensuring and limiting the applications of AI, including the kind of robotics based on the legal sustainability and the ethical compliance of it. So it is not just a business case. So humans can be used for for these fundamental elements. So we can be trainers, we can be the explainers, and we are meant to be the sustainers as well. So how we work out our ways to complement the machines by playing these roles. So as we see, as we look, AI can certainly enhance the capabilities of humans by amplifying, by ensuring, and by providing the extraordinary data insights, by doing the search in the web in few seconds, by optimizing the overall engineering design, by having a fast diagnosis of medical issues for the doctor. So in this way, the AI can certainly enhance humans. So AI can be acting as a role of amplifier and enabling humans for some of these things. So AI can also be helping humans by being more interactive, by being interacting with humans. So your personal assistant role in the customer services can be done by the AI chatbots. So your FAQs on helpline, can be dealt across with the AI. So your humans can certainly deal with the awkward, ambiguous problems or questions, but the general FAQs can be handled by the AI-based chatbots. And then AI can be helping in the overall embodying process. So they can be working in physical spaces which are quite tough for humans to be there, right? So the likes of sensors, motors, actuators, robots, and all these can work in an environment which is relatively tough for humans to be going physically over there. So AI can be enabling humans in that kind of environment. So how a human drives the change? So humans, as we call, are fundamentally an integral part of reimagining the life with the AI. So humans are meant for setting the goals. They are meant for putting the framework for the ethics. So humans are there to drive the change in the world, which now encompasses humans and artificial intelligence. So if you see the likes of deep neural networks have boosted the overall machine learning capabilities, there are now the aspects of general AI, the likes of consciousness AI, the likes of subjective AIs, which are holding the future. So humans are there to drive the change, and the AI from the perspective of general AI, consciousness AI are also holding the future capabilities of humans to work very closely with them. So if you see in the short to medium term, we will become more humans as we embrace the AI and the fourth industrial revolution. So there are fears lying in the minds of people with the AI coming and taking up the jobs, with the AI coming and taking some of the more monotonous or mundane tasks. But then in long term, they are AI and machine learning and robotics are going to ensure the better ways of working between humans and society. So humans can certainly think of embracing AI and ensuring the fourth industrial revolution as well.